Hi everyone. So today we're going to go over the Common application and its relevance to teenagers in our society today. So we start by going to commonapp.org, which links us to their website. And right off the bat, you can see their interface looks nice and clean, and that more than 800 colleges just require the Common App. Now this goes to our first pro of the day, which is that the Common App works with over 800 schools worldwide, not only nationwide, but worldwide. So schools in China, Europe, India, a lot of these schools also use the Common App. So let's get started. So you start by pressing apply now, and essentially you need to create an account. So let me just do this really quick. Alright, so here we are at the Common App. We went ahead and made our account. So now let's go through it. So let's click on some options. That's the dashboard, my colleges. This is your actual Common App. So here you enter all your personal information, family, education, where did you go to school, is this a boarding school, stuff like that, your test results, your activities, which is a huge part. So right here, activity type, let's say if you did Code Club, you were president of Code Club, you participated 2 years during the school year, hours spent per week. At maths, probably one. Weeks spent per year, probably 30. I did it, yeah. So you can actually do that for 10 activities, which is really nice, and that goes to one of our advantages, that it saves time. So right off the bat, we can see that we only had to enter this information once for all of our colleges. So that makes it significantly easier when actually applying to the schools, and it helps teenagers when they're applying to college just because it saves them so much time and trouble from having to enter it every time. Now the opposite one is a coalition app. Now this is the other college application type situation. So they make you enter all of the same information and more, but when you actually apply, like the schools that are here, which by the way are not on the Common App, which is also a con of the Common App, they actually require you to enter a lot of that same information again. So the Common App is just easier to use, it's faster to use, and it's more versatile than the Coalition app. So right here, I applied to Rutgers, UIUC, and UMD. Now these 3 schools are not on the Common App, but they are on Coalition. So there are some drawbacks just like this. But the Coalition is significantly more difficult to use, and it's more complex. And another difference is that there's more words for the Common App essay compared to the Coalition app, which is also makes a big difference to kids because they see that this Coalition app only requires 550 words while the Common App requires 650. So it could be an advantage and a disadvantage, but most people find that a disadvantage. So let's go back to the Common App and let's actually try applying to college. So Mr. Cohen is going to Harvard University. So we click here, we click add. Now Harvard University. We enter the same questions. They have a writing supplement, which is a drawback because while the Common App does only have one essay that you need to do, you still have to work on supplements, which is a pain. It could add significantly more time. So while it does save time for the other information, you still have to do a lot of writing and all of that. But once you actually finish the main Common App essay, right here, that saves you a significant amount of time, and you'd be able to spend more time in other aspects of the college process. But let's go back to Harvard. So right here it tells you all the information, nice and clear. How much does it cost? When are the due dates? Standard test policy. It takes you straight to the college and you can actually read all the information. Recommendation letters, Common App personal essay required, writing supplement, there's that exists, college questions. So it's nice and clean and it's ready for anyone to use. But another big thing is that it connects with Naviance. Now, This is especially important for counselors and teachers because right here, I'm applying to Harvard. So, recommenders. Now, right here, I would have to fill out the information, so your current most recent school. And so one of the schools I applied to is UVA, and UVA actually asked for the council recommendations and the school report and all of that. But the best part is that our school is using Naviance eDots with Common App. And it's extremely helpful because right here is my Naviance and it says my Common App account has been matched. So all I have to do is put in the colleges over here and my counselor can go ahead and send the transcripts and the office materials right away. And in just a blink of the eye, it could be sent to the colleges. So right here, you can see that my counselor sent the school report, the counselor recommendation, and all of that right away. So it's very, very easy and convenient for the teachers, the counselors, and the students, just because you don't have to keep sending it to each individual college, and the counselor can do it fast and easy and very efficient. So going back, the Common App is very helpful, and it's a very easy to use interface. But another big con is that many people over apply. So we see here, I could do Harvard, I enter all of these supplements, but let's say if I do a college like Fordham University. Now Fordham doesn't require any supplement. They just require the questions about your majors and what you want to pursue, but they have no supplements. So that's a big issue with these type of college application sites, because once you have one down and you already nailed the Common App essay and so forth, many people end up over applying to 15, 20 schools just because some of these schools don't require an extra supplement and it's very easy to just submit. But again, many people don't realize that they won't go to these schools and they're wasting another $75, $80 on these schools. So just remember that, keep that in mind. Now the Common App is relevant to students across the nation just because the majority of students will end up applying and going to college. And the best way to do that is by doing your application through the Common App or the Coalition app. But the Common App, like mentioned before, it's relevant to over 800 schools across the world, which is a huge number, and it makes it significantly easier to actually apply to those colleges. And many of those colleges are the main ones, just such as nearly all of the Ivy Leagues and many other big state schools like University of Texas. And yes, that is the common application. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.